What's up, Twitch and YouTube? It's MurphyD55 coming to you with another episode of The Northern. And for this week's episode, we got some return guests. We got some fresh faces in here, some around the Yellowhorn veterans. But the one thing that ties them all together is they're all fantastic Madden content creators. In the top left corner, we have my guy GoatGeezy, who made it here despite a scheduled fire alarm in his dorm room. So, Geezy, appreciate you coming back on the show, my dude.
Sir.
And we got my guy FatherJoc, probably the most recent Madden Twitch partner, just getting partnered last week. Joc, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Damn, man! Congratulations on the accomplishment, man. So is it safe to say this is your first podcast as a partnered Twitch streamer? Can we say that?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's my
beautiful.
first podcast as a Madden creator.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
Partnered
okay.
18 fucking days? Like, what the fuck?
Let's go. Yeah. Hey, I'm taking and Joe Bruin in the building, too. Appreciate you coming through, Joe Bruin, another demon in the building.
Big Joe?
Big Joe, the man without a face himself. The man with 50 million coins? Come on, man. Crazy. We got my guy, NickOC looking buff here. I was hoping that Nick would come in the banana hammock that I saw him on Twitter in yesterday, but it looks like, at least from the waist up, he's got a little bit more clothing on than usual. How's it going, NickOC? How's Australia treating you so far, my dude?
It's good, brother. I'm getting some sun. I mean, it's 7:15 in the morning. I just cracked the Coors Light, so I mean, I guess that's where we're at. But
not bad.
The days end early around here, man. They're done by like 5 or 6 p.m. Everybody kind of wraps it up and wakes up early, like because it's so hot during the middle of the day. So
yeah, no kidding, man. And what day is it right now? Is it Thursday for you right now then?
Because you got to get inside before the sun goes down. You'll get fucking eaten by iguanas and shit.
Yeah, bro.
the roos come out. The kangaroos and shit come out at night, dude. I'm telling you.
Bro, are they actually dangerous? Like, are kangaroos something you have to avoid if you see them in the wild?
Oh yeah, they walk all around. I guess they'll be fucking. I've only been out of quarantine, for like 2 or 3 days. So, but like I guess at early mornings and late nights, they'll just because it's so hot during the day, they'll stay in the shrubs and shit, and then they come out just walking around. They'll be on the highway and shit, like. They're like deers in Iowa. They're like fucking deers in Iowa. But now I got to deal with a fucking deer whooping my ass on 2 feet. Like,
bro, and these guys like what the hell? These things jump around on 2 feet. And
you see how they walk around? Like, fucking, what's up? Like,
yo, I've seen them. They're like these kangaroos are yoked, man. They've got like full out biceps and pecs. Like, it's insane. It's like, how do they develop their chest if they're hopping around on 2 feet the whole time? I don't even know, man. But apparently
they're mad cute as little ones. Little ones, they're cute, and then they just grow into fucking kangaroo jack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And let's
like
let's not even talk about the fact that they just sit in a pouch that's literally like part inside, part outside their mother's body. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird, but
I watched it happen.
Yeah, that's insanity, man. But Nick, appreciate you coming back on the podcast, man. We've got 2 return guests on the Northern already. And saving the best for last, guys. The best for last. We got my guy, Big Kep, who is a veteran of Around the Yellowhorn not too long ago. Yeah, sorry, Kep, it's you. It's you I'm referring to. but Big Kep, man, appreciate you coming on the podcast. I knew you'd be, well set up to dominate a panel format. So appreciate you coming on, man.
No, my pleasure, man. When I saw you needed somebody and I hit you up with the pencil me in penis lips, I knew you'd be all for that.
That's right. That is exactly the message I woke up to this morning when I was heading into work to teach the youth of our country here. I got called penis lips on the streetcar this morning. It was fantastic. Started my day off right. But boys, let's get right into it. So the format of this podcast, for anyone who's coming in for the first time, we basically talk a little bit of sports, a little bit of Madden, and then a little bit of personal interest type questions. So we're going to start off talking about, perhaps the biggest sporting event of the year. I'd say without a doubt the biggest sporting event in our community. Super Bowl LVI, and I don't know what number that stands for. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know Roman numerals. So the latest Super Bowl, guys, on Sunday. Maybe we'll start at the top with GoatGeezy. We'll go clockwise around here. What are your guys' thoughts on the game? Was it entertaining television? Did you like the result? Give me your takes on the game, Geezy.
This is probably one of my favorite Super Bowls to watch in like past couple of years. I mean, the storylines were cool. You had probably one of the hottest teams in the playoffs in the Bengals with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase playing their ass off. You had Matt Stafford, just got traded to the Rams first year with them. With them. So it was a really good Super Bowl, very interesting to watch. Halftime show was good. It sucks to see, Odell go down. You hate to see, even as much as Odell kind of acts like an asshole at times, you never want to see great players, go down like that. But overall, it was a really fun Super Bowl to watch. I was intrigued the whole time. I watched pretty much the whole game, and I really never watched the whole Super Bowl, honestly. I kind of go do something else, and I'll go back and watch, and then go do something else. But overall, I enjoyed it, man. Love to see that, Rams took it home and Matt Stafford get his first ring, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Stafford, after toiling away for years in Detroit, one of the worst franchises out right now. Definitely nice to see him walk away with the ring. Let's move over to my guy. Holy fuck, man! There's fire trucks outside my house. FatherJoc, man. What was your take on the game? Did you watch the whole thing? Did you get the result you wanted?
It's a workout. You can look it up.
Yeah, I watched the whole game. I don't know if I wasn't really rooting for a team in specific because I'm a Bills fan, right? So I'm still salty over, obviously, the Bills getting knocked out. But I thought it was pretty good. The start of the third quarter was sick. T. Higgins touchdown. But after that, I feel like it kind of slowed down a little bit. But the game's decided in the last minute. It's a banger game, so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you think that T. Higgins touchdown? Now, watching it in slow mo with the face mask, do you think that was a legitimate touchdown in your opinion? Do you think it should have been called a face mask penalty or illegal contact after watching the replay on that one, or do you think it was clean?
Feel like on the replay, obviously that's going to show a lot more than what you can see in real time because they slow it down, they zoom in, and all that.
Yeah,
I think obviously it was a face mask, but I think that they were both going for the ball. I don't think he did it on purpose, where it's he looked at his face mask and pulled him backwards. I feel like it could have been called, but in the moment they didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Yeah.
Hey, tell Gun Bunch to shut the hell up. I don't want to hear him through your mic.
It was still a great play.
Yeah, Geezy, mute your shit when you're not talking, man. Come on, this is a professional podcast here.
My bad.
Can't be listening to Gun Bunch, doing his psychology homework over there, man. No, but yeah, Cap, thank you for saying that, man. See, this is why you got to get the veterans on the podcast, guys, so they can take control of the chat in a way that I'm not capable of doing. Just like I can't control my classroom. But Cap, man, what were your thoughts on the game? I'm assuming you watched the whole thing. You were ready to go with.
Yeah, I did. I actually did. There was a lot of like Geezy was saying, there was a lot of good storylines. Odell, Joe Burrow trying to be the first kid to win a national championship, a Heisman, and a Super Bowl. I think they get back there. Their time, they're not done. That defense is young. That team's young. They'll be back. Obviously, Joc being a Buffalo fan, Buffalo will be back too. They'll be back there. But it was good to see Matt Stafford get a ring. That's really what I wanted, was to see Matt Stafford get a ring after spending 13 years in Detroit, which is an abysmal, franchise, one of the worst franchises in the history of the NFL. So it was good for him to, poor Jared Goff. He was in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and then he gets traded for, they could have got back there with Goff. There's no doubt in my mind they could have got back there with Goff. They're that good of a team. But, obviously that defense, seeing Aaron Donald, just the storylines that went into that. And then, of course, the halftime show. I mean, that's just that the halftime shows are probably top 3 all-time halftime shows. For me, it's probably the best ever, just because of the generation of musical talent that was up there. Overall, and the commercials were good. With us coming out of the pandemic and then being able to, produce good commercials and put, because for a couple years, commercials were terrible because you couldn't, people weren't producing commercials or anything. So overall, it was, I cooked some food, had some company. Overall, it was a good Super Bowl.
You had some nachos. I saw on Twitter, I think, right? You set up a nice little nacho spread for the game, or what?
I started cooking so late that I couldn't get my obligatory, chef kept photo with all the stuff that I made because I got it cooked all right as the game started and just started shoving it down my gullet. So I didn't get no after pictures.
Hey, that's the way to go. Life doesn't have to happen on social media for it to actually happen, But good take there from Big Kev and NickOC. So were you is the Super Bowl a big thing in Australia there? Is that something that people be watching? Is it something that's even readily available on television down there?
Dude, but when I tell you, obviously anybody that's been following my channel in particular knows there's been some crazy shit going on. Yeah. But this one got me pretty good. Because I was all right, so let's think about this. So it's gonna be 7:30 in the morning. Here. And sorry, my voice is cracked. I went 9 hours last night, Murph.
Oh, bro, it's all good, my dude. But, you sound like
But it was weird. Like, I asked the boys ahead of time. I asked them a day or two ahead of time. Like, hey, boys, I'll be in Discord because this will be the first year, like, of my life, literally, like, that I won't be at a Super Bowl party, drinking, doing all the shit I usually do, you know? So I was like, I would appreciate some homies in the chat. And I'm a huge Joe Mixon fan, so actually, like, everybody, I didn't care about none of the other shit. I just wanted Joe to go crazy. Honestly, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, man. It was weird. It's 7:30 in the morning. There's kickoff. It's late. I'm sitting here, like, about to go back to bed. I got a coffee. I got, like, a coffee, Fireball. And, like, my new thing has been, like, so I'm stuck between, like, waking up like a normal Australian person, and then I'm still stuck in, like, the 5:30 p.m. Iowa time, so I'm drinking, too.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. The whole game was crazy. The game was awesome as a whole. Honestly, I loved it. But like I said, it was criminal that Joe Mixon was on the field the last 2 plays of the game in the Super Bowl. They had Samaje fucking Perine in the game. That's beside the point. I mean, like, I don't know why they had that in, but Super Bowl as a whole is sweet, dude. I mean, 40-something points in a bowl, and both teams kind of got smacked in the mouth, like, right off the bat. Like, I don't remember who got ball first. I think it was, like, the Rams, but they were kind of running pussy a little bit. They weren't really opening up the playbook, and then, like, the Bengals came out and just shell-shocked them right off the bat. I was like, here we go.
Absolutely, man. And, you know, it's funny because, like, really the Rams couldn't get a run game going at all. Like, the Bengals' run defense was just so stifling. So it really kind of came down to Stafford having to get it done. And that kind of came in the form of, like, him just force-feeding it to Cooper Kupp in the second half. Like, it's like the whole team knew Stafford was looking to Cooper Kupp every single time. And I think, not only the 2 touchdowns were huge, but that 4th down conversion where they ran, like a little mini jet sweep to Cooper Kupp, like, that takes a lot of balls. Like, having a wide receiver run the ball on a freaking like counter play, like, that was kind of crazy. So, you know, Kupp just came up big, and I think he even had a touchdown called back on that final drive too with penalties. There's so many penalties called in the final 2 minutes. You know, the game was like, I think there were like only like 2 penalties called in the first like 3 quarters, and then the final 2
They
minutes,
let the boys play, though.
They did
let the boys play. I thought that was nice. I do love when the refs let them do that, especially in the biggest game of the year. I mean, you get calls like, what's it called? You get that, you know, T. Higgins, that bullshit. But at the end of the day, though, I love when they let them just play football. That's my favorite part. I mean,
I think it sucks that it comes down to that point. But even the ticky-tack one they called on Wilson, that holding, you know, and it was only 3rd down, so they still had another down. Yeah. So I'm a firm believer, being old school, I'm a firm believer that not one call, not one penalty, not one play call, not one anything defines an entire game, unless you're the Dallas fucking Cowboys and you run a QB draw with 14 seconds left and no timeouts. But I'm a firm believer in that, you know, those calls had to be made. Those calls had to be made. And it just sucks that it was at that spot of the game. And then you get all these idiots with conspiracies and, it's rigged. They want the Rams to win.
That's...
Like, I don't listen to that noise.
No, and there was plenty of time for the Bengals to get down the field. They had plenty of timeouts, plenty of time left on the clock to make it down and kick a field goal. And I think the only thing that could have maybe made the game even better was if the Bengals had gone down, gotten field goal range, kicked a game-time field goal, and then we got overtime, sudden death. I think that's the only thing that could have possibly made this game better. What do you guys think, man? I think probably one of the best playoffs ever in that there were so many good games. I don't think I watched a single game in the playoffs that sucked. Like, there were not really many blowouts. Like, overall,
tons of offense and shit too. It was fun to watch. It's good football.
It was wild card weekend. Those were the blowouts. Was wild card weekend.
Exactly.
That was tough.
Yeah,
a little bit expected sometimes, but
for sure, especially with them like expanding it too. Like, you know, with a couple teams that wouldn't normally get in there. I mean, maybe they're rethinking now that expanded format. But I guess, you know, with the money that it brings in with all these home playoff games, the NFL's like, F it, we're gonna get as many games played as possible. But boys, the next topic I wanted to move on to here, and something that kind of came up during the you know, the whole Super Bowl week, and especially after the Rams won. The first interview that I saw after the game was Aaron Donald, and talks about him potentially retiring. And right now, like, I think everybody would argue that he's at the top of his game, still in his prime, and the best defensive player in the league. Maybe let's go back around the horn one time here with Geezy. Do you think that there's any truth to the fact that he might actually retire, or that he's actually seriously contemplating it?
I think I saw something a couple hours ago. They were like doing like the Super Bowl parade or whatever, and they were all interviewing whatever they were doing. And Sean McVay was kind of telling, you know, run it back. They were chanting it. And from what I heard, it sounds like, you know, Donald's considering, you know, running it back if they bring pretty much everybody back from the team they had this year. So I mean, I don't see him retiring. I mean, dude's an animal. It doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't see if there's a reason for him to retire. But, you know, I feel like if they bring that team back, or at least a majority of the team, we'll see Aaron Donald back next year.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind.
I think so too. I definitely agree with that take. What about you, FatherJoc? What are you thinking about Aaron Donald? Does he have many good years left here, or is he serious about this retirement talk?
I think Aaron Donald's got a lot left in the tank, if I'm being honest. Because like, if I think about like, whenever you hear people retiring stuff, it's either they're getting old or they have injury history or something like that. Has Aaron Donald ever had like a really, really bad injury that's held him out for a long period of time? Like, I honestly don't know.
I not that I can think of, man. He's in like tip-top physical shape.
Banged up a couple times. I don't think he's missed more than 4 or 5 games his career.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, without any of that stuff, I think he's back 100%. I mean, I feel like, you know, if he's obviously one of the best, if not the best defensive player every single year, he's got to just have a crazy competitive spirit, and there's no way he's just gonna win and then walk away. I mean, that's my opinion, though. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. He does compete, man, and he's an absolute force. And honestly, like, and that's a good question too that you brought up there too. He's one of the best defensive players every single year. Like, where does he rank like all time in your mind, Jock, as like a defensive player? Is he the number 1 defensive player of all time at this point, or is Lawrence Taylor ahead of him? Like who do you think?
It's hard to say because I've never gotten the chance to watch Lawrence Taylor or like or like Ray Lewis in his prime, guys like that. I'm 21. So, like, I grew up. I mean, Aaron Donald. Aside from Aaron Donald's probably the best defensive player I've watched.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, then I've heard.
I'm not gonna compare him to LT though because like I've watched LT's highlights like once. Like I feel like that'd be me.
Yeah.
Just you know, fucking above my pay grade or something like that because I don't really know.
Yeah. For sure, yeah. It's like you got to kind of see them both live, and I guess maybe Kep would be our best shot at somebody who's seen LT and Aaron Donald. Like, Kep, did you see a lot of Lawrence Taylor like in your younger years? In your younger years? Fuck, how do I phrase that differently?
I mean, yeah, I'm 40 years old. My oldest son just turned 21, so he is as old as Jock. So
yeah,
but LT was ahead of his time. LT was, but I honestly put
Aaron
Donald in top 5 defensive player all time, up there with LT and Reggie White, Bruce Smith, Mike Singletary. I mean, hell, you can put Brian Urlacher up there too. There's and the errors are different. Obviously, the errors are different. You know, technologies. These guys, these athletes now, you know, any sport, whether it be baseball, hockey, football, basketball, it doesn't matter. These guys are freaks. They're freaks of nature, all of them.
100%.
So, but you can put some of those. You can put Aaron Donald back in that era, and he's an absolute. His training regimen, his diet, his work, like it's insane. I've watched some of his training videos and stuff. It's insane what that guy does, and he dominates. He dominates. Now I don't know. He's probably is coming back, but he's only 8 years in the league, and he's been one of the best defensive players in the league all 8 years. He's got a Super Bowl trophy now, Defensive Player of the Year. He's got kids. He's got a family. And a lot of these guys now that if they feel like they can walk away and still be healthy enough to be a good dad, to be a good husband before, you know, because who knows, you know, something could happen over the next couple of years. He's still got easily 2, 3, 4 years of dominance in him. But
for sure,
at what cost? So, you know, and you know he don't want to have to go through that. He wants to be able to be a father and be a husband and be there for his family. And I don't blame him one bit. I don't blame him from walking away. Yeah. If he does decide to walk away, and he still could because the Rams are in salary cap hell. So there's no way they bring back everybody and make another run like that. I mean, but
exactly. And these are like Pro Bowl, like first team, you know, all pro players. They're not going to take a salary cut necessary because you know, a lot of these guys who are the best players in the world, they look at it like they could go win a ring somewhere else too. They have so much confidence in their abilities that it's like, why not get paid and win a trophy somewhere else? But yeah, I definitely agree. Like I couldn't fault him for wanting to keep his health, especially with all the stuff we're hearing about CTE, and especially for guys on the line who make contact every single play. You know, it might be different for somebody who's, you know, playing at a skill position and doesn't necessarily make contact every play. But for Aaron Donald, man, the way he's so physical, it's got to take a toll on his body. Even though he looks like who could possibly hurt this man, he's the bully on the field whenever we see him. And Nick, what about your thoughts on this Aaron Donald thing, man? Where does he rank for you as like an all-time player, or at least a player in this generation? And do you think he'll be back next year in a Rams uniform or elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, Cap's kid, his take was killer, honestly. Like, because you think about it, for me, I don't know, as a fan and obviously if you ever played ball in any for football or anything, the sport's fucking tough, dude. It's rough. So I'm big on health over wealth type deal.
Yeah.
Because fuck it, dude. Even if it's not your brain, fuck, I still pop my shoulder out sometimes, from shit that happened a long time ago. So this dude for me, I feel like it's just as far as cap room goes and everything, yeah, dude, he's owed I think 26 mil or some crazy shit. So if he wants to be done, he can still help the team. The Rams always did him right; they never did him wrong. So he could help the team. A, B, he could ride off in the sunset with a Super Bowl ring. Dude had 2 sacks, 2 TF. I mean, he went crazy in the bowl. Everybody's gonna remember his performance. And if you're telling me that Aaron Donald didn't already make an impact enough to retire and never come back, I mean, you're wrong. He's made his impact here. So
yeah.
Do I want him to come back? Hell yeah, he's a great player. He's quick, you know what I mean? He's strong, it's good. He's quick on it. He's quick with everything he does. But at the end of the day, I think it's the health over wealth deal. He's already solidified himself as one of my favorite ends anyway, just because he's a pit bull out there, dude. He's just a bulldozer. I like those types. I like those types of players. So
for sure, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Kep pretty much he did cover most of it. If dude's got a family and shit, I don't even have a family really or nothing. And I'm over here saying that's important, obviously. You got to get out of the sport. You would think from a view from me, you could play for 15 years. Why not? Well, nah, he already did what he needed to do.
Yeah, and if
you want some more Super Bowls, sweet. But he seems like a smart cat.
Absolutely, and I've heard that he has some interest in commentating too. So it's not like he's looking to go and just live off of his existing income. Which, if he's smart about it, I'm sure he could if he has good investments out there and good, financial advisors. But I've heard he also wants to get into broadcasting at some point. So he's still going to be making a bag, and I'm sure there's still going to be, at least for the next few years, endorsements and whatnot. So really, he's in a position where he kind of holds all the cards. It's in, he can do whatever the hell he wants. He's going to be a success at this point.
Long story short, no, though. I don't think he's coming back. He might, but honestly, in my opinion, I think he could ride out. And I think he could. I want to see him back, but he's a defensive tackle in the league. He can play any technique he wants. He's probably gotten beat up pretty damn good in 8, 9 years.
Even at just 8 years in the league, he's still a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If he were to ride out now, he's still a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Absolutely, yeah. He's done enough, and that kind of ties in perfectly to the next topic that I wanted to get into here, as far as Hall of Famers go. So, Matt Stafford, quarterback who I've watched a lot, being an NFC North fan, and he's got impressive yardage totals, good stats, raw stats. Winning percentage is horrible, but that's more of I think a testament to the franchise that he played for so many years. But with winning this Super Bowl this year, do you guys view Matt Stafford as a Hall of Famer now? Maybe did you view him as a Hall of Famer before? I don't think I'd thought of him as a Hall of Famer before this. I think if he hadn't got one, the winning percentage is going to hold him back big time, even though he's a good player. Geezy, what do you think, man? Is Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer to you in your eyes?
This is it's such a tough one because like you said, Murph, before the ring, he was always a good player. You could tell he had the talent and all that, but I didn't watch many Lions games. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I can give 2 shits about the Lions because they suck. That's just me. But with the stuff I did see, I mean, for sure, he had the talent too. Does the one good season put him into that category though? That's the real question. Me personally, I say no. I say let's see what he does next year with the Rams. If he has another great year like he did this year, not saying Super Bowl, but if he makes the playoffs, maybe a divisional round conference championship type of run, I'd say yes, he's in the Hall of Fame. But I think we need to see one more season, personally.
Yeah, I can see that, and all of the 3 Lions fans on Twitch right now are probably up in arms right now, talking about how good he is and how he should be a Hall of Famer. But I'm not hating on that take actually. What about you, Jock? What are you thinking about Matt Stafford? How do you view him as far as an elite QB, Hall of Famer?
Well, before the Super Bowl, I absolutely did not think of Matt Stafford as a Hall of Famer, and I don't think, like, yeah, Matt Stafford, lot of hype right now. You know, the no-look throws and all that stuff, Super Bowl ring. I don't think that this 1 year gets him in the Hall of Fame though. Even with the yards, like I was seeing stuff on Twitter about Pro Bowls, All Pro teams. Like, I think we got to see more than even one more year. I think we got to see like 2 to 3 more years of him being one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and then be like, okay, because like it's the Hall of Fame. It's not you don't just win one ring and then you're in. You know what I mean? Even with the yards, like you're still not winning a lot of games for the most of your career. Lions are not. You got to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, like it's like Kirk Cousins has made his fair share of Pro Bowls. Nobody thinks Kirk Cousins is a Hall of Famer. You know, at least I hope not. So yeah, that's definitely a good point, man. It's not the Hall of really good. It's the Hall of Fame. It's the best of the best. And the NFL is a pretty tough one to get into. I'd say the only Hall of Fame that might be harder for a player to get into would be baseball's Hall of Fame, which is just like fucking gatekeepers galore. Barry Bonds can't be in that. That's a whole nother story. We already talked about that a couple weeks ago on the podcast. But Kev, what do you think about Matt Stafford? Is he a Hall of Famer in your eyes? Oh, Cap, I think we lost audio on you. You might be muted. Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm listening to right now with you youngins. Of course he's a Hall of Famer. This dude's 5 yards away from 50,000 yards for his career.
Ooh.
And he's 34 years old. He's probably got another 4, 5, 6 years in him. He's going to obliterate some records of guys that are in the Hall of Fame with no rings. So the fact that he's got a Super Bowl ring, you have to take into consideration the wins. He played for the fucking Lions. I mean, Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford is a very good quarterback, and you got to look at the other guys that are in there too. You know, he's gonna well surpass Dan Marino. Dan Marino's in the Hall of Fame, and Marino has some good teams. Marino had some good defenses. The Lions were abysmal, and that's why I'm glad he got a ring, because I thought he was probably borderline Hall of Fame, and then again, therein lies the problem with stats. And the Hall of Fame isn't what it used to be. It's a lot of guys get in that probably Eli Manning's going to get in. A lot of people don't know about Eli Manning. Donovan McNabb's going to get in. People don't know about that. There's a lot of guys that are going to get in that you're going to be like, but not Matt Stafford. Not now with winning a Super Bowl. And the ups and downs they had this season, and even I picked them week one. After seeing them week one and seeing that offense with Deshaun Jackson, I thought they were going to keep I thought Deshaun Jackson was going to get a ring, but he ended up, not being happy and leaving and whatnot. But without a doubt, when Matt Stafford's done, without a doubt, he might get another ring. Maybe we'll see. But even with one, he's gonna obliterate some QB records when all's said and done. When he's all said and done, so he's surefire Hall of Fame in my eyes.
Yeah, it's nice to hear the other side of the take there too, and I like that you brought up Eli Manning too, because for me, in my eyes, I think maybe Eli had one good season, maybe in his career, and even it wasn't that good. I don't think he was ever the best. I don't think Eli was ever a top 5 quarterback in the league at any point.
Tony Romo gets in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Anybody belongs in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there you go. Then it's just open the floodgates here at this point. But I think you're right about that. That a lot of legend players were left out in previous years, whereas now it might be more of a like a career achievement award. I mean, I guess I'm not gonna. I was gonna go off on a hot take about Kurt Warner too, where I don't know if Kurt Warner's a Hall of Famer either, but I don't want to go down that road. But what about you, Nick OC? What do you think of Matt Stafford? Hall of Famer for you?
I guess I've listened to everybody. I guess I'm more concerned about what do you define a Hall of Famer as? Because dude was a first pick of the draft in 2009, went to a shit team, got his ass whooped for how many years, played from behind. So that's probably where all the stats can come from, right? Because if you're playing from behind, you're not going to run the ball with. They just got DeAndre. Who have they had? They've had running backs. They haven't really ever had any good backfield, so it's always been him.
Not since Barry Sanders.
I think Matt Stafford's the shit, man. I love him. So yeah, I think he's gonna make the Hall of Fame. But so I think I was looking at something when they were playing in the bowl. He's almost top 10 in yards and touchdowns. So dude always plays from behind. Still, he's a stat stuffer. I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna guess he gets a ring and he's out. Why wouldn't he be a Hall of Famer? That's what I'm saying. People talk about Tony Romo and fucking Eli. Well, I like Matt Stafford way more than both those guys. I think he's been on worse teams for the most part.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Like, Tony Romo had a loaded squad most of the time, didn't he? Like, that dude was literally always had a fucking good team with him.
You
Am I wrong?
put Matt Stafford somewhere other than Detroit. He's probably got 3 or 4 rings.
Am I wrong? Like, this Romo had a fucking, I mean, in Madden terms, a God squad half the fucking time he was in his career. So, like, and I don't know. Like, yeah, I think he throws for 50K yards. He's got his bowl. I mean, took over a team from, like, obviously it's the Rams, right? But, like, you just took over a locker room. Yeah. How hard is that to take over a locker room? Not only take over a locker room and have people respect you, then you lead them all the way and do your damn thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess it just kind of depends on, like, what you value shit as. But, like, as a #1 pick, you go to a team to get your ass whooped for years, and then you finally make it happen to the bowl, and you make it happen when you're there.
Yeah.
That's pretty I don't know. It is. Someone said, I think one of the Geezer or John, it isn't forever. It's not the Hall of Fame, very good. It's the Hall. Or you said that, like the Hall of Fame. But what are we measuring it at then? I guess where's the bar at then? Like, is it the impact they made as a football player, or is it the stats they had as a football player? Because I would say Stafford as a football player made quite a big fucking impact, and he also stat stuffed at the same time. So.
Well, exactly, and when you're
talking about Staffords, you know who does belong in the Hall of Fame is his fucking wife.
His wife.
I saw, who was he? Was it him? His wife, Cooper Kupp's wife. They had the little cheering section during the Super Bowl. They kept on.
Wasn't that cute? Wasn't that cute?
Yeah, a lot of California, bleach blonde stuff going on there in the stands. I was interested, to say the least, but. Man, they, it's funny you mentioned that he was the first overall pick too in the draft, and I'm pretty sure he was like part of some. Did he go to like Hoover High School or something? Didn't he have like some reality show based on his high school football thing?
That's what I mean. This dude has had spotlight his whole life. Like, he was like the #1 pitcher next to Clayton Kershaw. Him and Kershaw went to school together, like, or they went to school or played each other. Something with him and Clayton Kershaw. They're like really good friends.
Yeah.
Like, this dude has had spotlight under him. Like, it's almost like a Derrick Rose in basketball type scenario. Like, he's always been documented, and like, he's just kind of there. Like, he's good, but he's not like, I guess, the best at the sport.
He had a lot of hype to live up to, and I'm pretty sure I remember, like, way back in the day when I used to go down to Boston every summer to visit my cousins, and they had satellite, and they play some like high school football games like late August, and I'm pretty sure I saw Matt Stafford's school play an exhibition game against Tim Tebow, like Nice in Florida or whatever, some school, and it was a good game, and I don't remember who won the game. I remember Tim Tebow was ginormous compared to everybody else on the field as a high school kid, but I remember Stafford. He definitely seemed like a veteran leader, like, through his entire career. He could have very easily been like a Ryan Leaf type first overall pick, and like, gotten disinterested in a really bad franchise.
Exactly.
It's hard to have a winning percentage that bad when you know that you're that good of a player and stay focused and never complain and then grind out and get your opportunity and succeed. So I was definitely happy to see him get a ring. Would have been happy to see Joe Burrow get a ring because of the swagger factor, but like Kep said,
he'll get there.
He's going to have plenty of chances. He's a young man. He's got a long time to go. Man, and the next thing I wanted to move on to, guys, we talked a lot about football right now. The last thing, I don't follow college football too much. I know, some of you guys are in college right now. Some of you guys are big college football fans. NFL draft is coming up, not too long in the future. Is there one player or prospect that you're excited about in this year's NFL draft? Anybody that you got your eyes on? Maybe we can go. Who wants to start this one off? Any volunteers here?
Linderbaum, Iowa boy. Come on. I just want my Iowa linemen to do well, man. I know there's a lot of big-time players, but I mean, if we're throwing out linemen, I mean, come on, man. The Hawks, we got the best lineman in the draft.
Wait, offensive, defensive lineman? I literally know nothing.
Offensive lineman. He's a center for Iowa, Tyler Linderbaum. I'm just doing my fair share of dick riding on the Hawks right now, Murph.
Hey, let's go. We'll take him on the Vikings, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. And you guys do draft some Hawkeye boys here and there. So, I mean,
there's no quarterbacks to speak of other than Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh. Maybe the guy from, was it Southern Miss or Ole Miss? What's his name? The guy, he got hurt in the bowl game. Those are the only two quarterbacks really with a name. My Eagles have 3 first-round picks, I think 15, 16, and 19.
Wow.
I'm hoping either Nakobe Dean or the kid from Georgia or the kid from Utah. One of the linebackers from Georgia and the other one from Georgia. The one linebacker from Georgia, I think, is Nakobe Dean. The other one's from Utah. Yeah, Matt Corral. And then hopefully they can snag another. The draft is deep as far as offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers, corners. It's a very defensive heavy draft. There's some wide receivers too, but for the most part, first round's probably going to be heavy on defense. But I'm just hoping Eagles grab one of those stud linebackers, either from Georgia or Utah. But you're not going to see a lot of quarterbacks taken. This is probably the worst draft for quarterbacks in probably the last 20 years. That's how bad the quarterback draft class is. So, luckily, there's not that many teams that need a quarterback. I don't think. I mean, the draft is a couple months away still. So start watching NFL Network and seeing those draft boards and see what because there's some studs. There's some defensive studs, especially in the first round. So
yeah, absolutely.
My Eagles having 3 first-round picks, that's huge. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's a bad year. Like if you're a Bucs fan, having Tom Brady retire and in the worst QB draft class coming in, although they would have had a bad pick anyways. But interesting stuff. And what about you, Jock? Are you a big college football fan?
I'm not really big into college football, like watching throughout the year. I was really big into it probably like 4 or 5 years ago, but then I started to lose interest a little bit. Yeah. And I've been like picking around, looking through Twitter and looking through some like highlight tapes and stuff like that. Yeah, I want the Bills to take a couple defensive backs wherever they see fit. Like I'm not saying like round 1, round 2. I'm not that into it yet. Yeah. But the one dude from Cincinnati, Sauce Gardner, I know he's not the most physical, but he's 6'2", and he I don't think he allowed a single touchdown his entire career. I think he's going to be disgusting. He's nasty. I was looking at him, and then there's a Baylor dude, I think Jalen Petrie, he's a big nickel. He's like a safety converted into a corner. He's a beast. Yeah. I like him a lot too.
So big physical corners, which would fit in nicely. Who do you think is the odd man out on the Buffalo defense? Because I spent a lot of time watching a lot of Bills Nation streamers, Bills Mafia streamers, and you guys have Tre'Davious White, who I'd say is still a really good cornerback in the league. You got Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. Are they just good players in Madden, or are they actually like still good players in real life? Or do you think one of them needs to go?
Poyer was a first-team All-Pro this year, so Poyer's playing the best football he's ever played in his career. And I think Hyde might not be the fastest safety, but I think he's one of the smartest, and I think he's a great guy to just have on the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're both really good. But it's kind of getting to the point where I saw in the Chiefs game, it comes down to it, and you've got a guy like Kelsey, or got a guy like Tyreek Hill. Poyer can do only so much by himself, and when you've got Tyreek Hill taking a slant that he catches at like 8 yards, he's taking it for 70 and running past both their safeties. It's never a good look. Both really good, but I think they got to start, looking around for some guys that are going to be like, going to passing the torch type of deal. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Like inherit the defense, kind of. Yeah. Trey's really good, though. Trey's a beast. Just lost him this year, which sucked.
Well, that's it. You can never have too many good cornerbacks, too. Like, I know this on the Vikings. Like, ever since the Eagles flooded us after we had the Minneapolis Miracle, then the Eagles flooded our secondary. Yeah, don't even look at me like that, Kep. It was we've been in shambles since. Like, we really have not been doing well. We got some veterans like Pat Pete. Our secondary's been abysmal. We've had really good safety play, but the cornerbacks just get shredded. There it is. There's the ring. Look at that. Look at the size of that zirconia. That's the biggest zirconia I've ever seen in my life. That's good shit right there, bro. I want to get myself a Raptors mock-up ring so bad. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen them on. Yeah, I got to. I think the weight on those things though, man. You don't wear those every day, but like we were starting. The Vikings were starting Rashad Breeland, the worst ranked cornerback in the league, and he was in our starting lineup. So you can never go wrong drafting the secondary for sure. Geezy, what about you? Are there any hot University of Wisconsin, Green Bay players out there in this year's NFL draft?
We don't even got a fucking football team. This place sucks. Our basketball team's 4-16. But anyways, not the point. I'm normally really up to date with with college football and everything, like who's gonna be going top 10 pick, whatever. But I've been kind of locked in on college basketball this year. It's just how it's going. But I know the Bears don't have a first round pick. We trade those like every 3 years. So
for Khalil Mack, yeah.
Khalil Mack, Fields now. So like, yeah, we don't have a first round pick, but all I pray to God is that we get O linemen to save Justin Fields, because watching our O line this year was just awful. So if we can get some O line second, third round, if we even have those picks, I couldn't tell you. Please just save Justin Fields. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I like the kid. Justin Fields is awesome.
I think he'd be really good. I mean, it sucks that Matt Nagy was his coach last year. He makes me look like an offensive mastermind out there. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of potential with him. There's a lot of stuff he's got to work on as well. I mean, you see some flaws, but just please get an O-line.
Yeah, seriously. And, the thing about O-linemen, like, you think if you were to take one of the top O-linemen in the league, you assume it's going to be a sure thing. But I've watched the Vikings draft O-linemen for the last 10 years trying to replenish our offensive line, and none of them have panned out. Maybe our right tackle. Like honestly, it's hard to draft good O-linemen. Some franchises are really good at it. The Vikings are terrible at it. I don't know how good the Bears are at it, but we're going to be competing over those O-line picks for sure. But boys, we've done a good job covering all the hot news in the NFL here, I think. But let's get over to the really fun thing here, guys. John Madden Football 22. Kep, what you got for me?
I was looking at the mock draft. They have an offensive lineman going first.
Really?
And they actually have the Eagles taking
a center. Yeah, right.
Linderbaum at 15.
Okay.
So,
all
right.
I told you guys, that's a good pick.
Yeah,
center. Yeah, center. Yep. We moved him all around the line, but that's where he's
Jason Kelsey's coming back. So maybe they move him to guard, and then when Kelsey retires, they'll move him back over to center.
Linderbaum's the business.
He is really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, not just because I'm a Hawks guy. He's a fucking good
I wouldn't mind that pick with Kelsey retiring after this year, because it looks like Kelsey's coming back, and who better to learn from than the best center in all of football than Jason Kelsey. And with Brandon Brooks retiring and us needing a guard, they could move him to guard. But they don't have. They have the first quarterback. They have the first quarterback going to the Panthers, and that's Kenny Pickett going to the Panthers at 7. And then they have another quarterback going to Washington.
Yeah, I couldn't even name the starting quarterback for both those franchises.
I don't even know who the hell that is. So
yeah, those guys just have a carousel right now.
Nah, you said Malik, the quarterback from Liberty.
Yeah.
Is that him? Apparently, he's pretty good. I didn't really know
that.
A lot of people
They have the Saints taking Matt Corral from Ole Miss.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guy from Liberty. I heard he's good. He's just a huge project. That's what the rumor is.
Okay. Yeah,
That's kind of
I've heard of him, but
they have the Buccaneers taking Devin Lloyd, the linebacker from Utah. That would be nuts. And then the
Bucs already have the best linebacking core in the league. What are they doing? Do they need more linebackers?
They have the Dolphins taking Nakobe Dean. See, I want the Eagles to get either Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean.
Yeah,
but obviously that's mock drafts, and we'll see. But
yeah, we got a lot of time to prepare for the draft. But I do like that the NFL draft is it makes the NFL a full year product. There's always something going on. You can watch the combine. You can watch these dudes, these big ass linemen take their shirts off and work out. It's a lot of fun. A lot to look forward to. But boys, let's hop over to the Madden side of things real quick here. Let's talk about NFL honors first, because those are the cards that are coming up this week, limiteds. Have any of you guys grabbed some of those new cards yet? What do you think about the guys who won the awards and how EA put together their cards here? Any card that really stands out from this promo that you need to have on your squad? Maybe we'll start. Let's go back up to Geezy. Let's just go around the horn again. Around the horn one more time.
Dude, I'm so broke. It's very bad.
Later, I don't fucking care.
Honestly, I got 10 open spots kept, so I'm looking to sub some players in and out. But I want a new Micah Parsons. I need to eventually get him. I don't know how I'm gonna get him, but I got his Ghost, so I need to upgrade to him. I want to get Justin Tucker, just in case we ever got to kick a field goal from deep, for the game.
Yeah.
Other than that, probably Jamar Chase. I gotta look at his traits. I'm a big trait guy. It's not just stats that go on my GG. I look at traits.
Nerd.
Yeah, I know. That's the only nerdy thing I do. Other than that, it's just whatever. But the honors cards, they look like W's so far. I don't think we've seen any the other ones coming out, right?
Yeah, I don't think they haven't released it. I don't know if it's happening tonight. Normally it's around 8 p.m. I don't know what day. I'm not a content guy or a menu guy or a gameplay guy. I don't really know what kind of guy I am, so I just don't know what the hell's going on half the time with all this shit. I'm a podcast guy, I guess. Joc, what about you? Have you picked up any of those players for your squad yet? Have you pulled any of them or anyone you're looking forward to trying out?
Nah, I haven't been ripping packs lately. I just built a new squad, so I was kind of like focused on doing that while the NFL Honors cards were added into packs.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm definitely not getting Tucker because I'm just not spending that many coins on the kicker. I just don't see it. If it ends up biting me in the ass, it ends up biting me in the ass. Then I just get the next best kicker that's like 120K, not the one that's 500K.
Yeah, the Nick Folk or
Chase,
whatever. Yeah.
No, exactly. Chase, no use for him right now. Pretty set up receiver. I feel like if you are gonna get one of those cards, I would kind of give him a little tryout, and then either decide you're gonna keep him or sell him. Because I feel like with Ultimate Legends this weekend, probably gonna get cards that are better than those. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Those that'll probably be around the same price range. Definitely under 1 million coins for the Ultimate Legends because they're not gonna be LTDs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, and
I feel like maybe give him a tryout, and then if you aren't super impressed with them, just get rid of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I realized I probably should have dug up a graphic for Ultimate Legends because that little graphic they had with all the numbers that came out that everyone was kind of contemplating last night on Twitter and on their streams. Definitely some numbers there that were intriguing to me, like guys that I thought would either fit in with my theme team or just be players that could be usable on anybody's team. Kep, what about you? Are you targeting any of these guys? I guess you could throw the 99 Cooper Cup MVP into that category as well as one of the new cards that came out this week.
Don't get him.
The way they've done content this year, I mean, every card that comes out is a good card now. Like, there's no, it's nice. Obviously, I love Micah Parsons, even though he's a Cowboy. He's a Penn State legend before he's a Cowboy. So, Micah Parsons is the only Cowboy that's ever been on my roster ever, and he's been on the roster for a while. I just love Micah Parsons, being a Penn State fan. But I don't. These cards are ridiculously priced. I mean, I'm not paying $600K for a kicker. I mean, I don't kick that much anyway. Micah Parsons is just under $1 million. No way. His card now plays well enough to not even justify paying
he like
$1 million.
96? Like, doesn't he already have a 96? And they gave him just basically +1 everything with this new card.
I mean, he's a 98 powered up now with his Ghost. So
yeah.
And I run an Eagles theme team, so Jamar Chase is cool, speed, but $1 million, these cards are $1 million coins. I'm sitting on $600K. I'm not. I'm fine. I mean, I'm Madden has run its course. I'm biding my time till MLB comes out. But I mean, all these cards that come out are going to be good cards. So
absolutely, and we got Baby Kep over here. Baby Kep sighting, guys. That's a W for the podcast right there. I do think some of these cards, like Michael Parsons Limited when it came out before, was already incredibly steeply priced. I don't know if he's gonna get a redux probably in this new season that's coming out later on this week, but he definitely has crazy speed. I think he's 98 speed on a theme team, right? I know Kep's not running a Cowboys theme team, but maybe he'll change his mind and go full out Cowboys theme team just to get Micah fully juiced up. It could happen.
I was gonna ask Micah Parsons powered up. I don't know. I didn't look at his abilities. I know his Ghost, if you don't power him up, gets unpredictable. Well, this was before his honors. I don't know if it's powered up. If you powered up his Ghost before, it didn't get unpredictable, which was really weird.
That's so strange.
I wonder if Micah's honors gets unpredictable or not. I'm not sure.
I'd imagine they would have fixed it by now, but I mean, it's EA we're talking about here too. There's a lot of shit weird glitchy stuff. There's little weird stuff with abilities, Cam Chancellor had that one hidden ability, the out of my way or whatever. There's little Easter eggs that you kind of find just from digging around and trying stuff out. But also, I do think they've forgotten about Cam Chancellor at this point. He'd be so nice as a user at this point in the year, but they've given up. They're just pretending that it was never intended to upgrade that card. Nick, what about you? Are you? I know you said you're doing a lot of offline stuff right now, due to the internet and stuff that you're dealing with down, in your new place. But any of these cards that are going to make your squad once you get back to grinding those mud streets?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just I think I got a little bit different of a, you know what I mean. All the boys here I know Geezer's on the game. I know Joc's on the game heavy. I know Big Kep does play some head. He plays the head to head. Obviously, I've played a shit ton of head to head, but yeah, like you were saying, Channel's kind of moving in a little bit of direction for the time being. It's going a different way. So like, I'm getting all these guys at least to make the team look pretty. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm gonna get Cup. I mean, I can't really use the fucker, but I'm probably gonna snag him, and I'm gonna do it the most efficient way I can to show people. You know what I mean? It's a whole different thing. I'm gonna get Jamar. Those are my first two guys because I just switched from 25. I just switched from 50-50 Raiders, which I told everybody all year I will not change from because I think that's the best team as far as playing the damn game. Yeah. A Raiders team is pretty much the best you can get. I mean, it gives you good corners, receivers, and then you can fill in the rest. But since I'm kind of doing the content menu shit, like I'm gonna pick the teams that look hot right now, right? Like people want to see them and shit like that. So I'm gonna probably try and get all these cards I can if I can afford them, and I'm gonna try and make coins and show people that you can buy them through that shit. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, as at this point for me, man, I've never had to worry about it, but content is crucial at this point for me. Like
for sure,
so
it's kind of like
it's a little bit different for me now. I actually have to pay attention to what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't just boot up and play.
Yeah, you can't just boot up and yell at your opponent at 4 a.m. You gotta put 100%. And who knows, man? Like it could be just a little hitch in the plans turning into like a silver lining where you find out that damn, maybe Up and Adam was onto something with all the menu stuff. It might not be the worst. I gotta say I do love ripping packs, and I'll probably do a little bit of that later on tonight too. But yeah, man, I think
sit on the menu and dump fucking ketchup on your head.
That's it. Hey, that's the winning formula, guys. Yeah, that's the winning formula. Man, but you know what? I think with these cards, like Ket mentioned, like Jamar Chase is kind of a W card. Like 97 speed is crazy. This is where I kind of wish, and I don't know how I feel about it 100%, but like next gen stats, it's like I feel like it's almost a waste picking up Jamar Chase when I can get a 96 speed guy for cheaper that is a 99 on my, if Jamar Chase
Justin Jefferson's a 99 speed.
Exactly. You know what I mean? If I could get Jamar Chase at 100 speed with my strat cards, then yeah, I'd definitely pick him up for sure. But obviously, like the game doesn't seem to want to go that next level. I mean, I guess there's got to be a stopping point somewhere, and apparently 99 is it. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, guys, the last kind of Madden related thing was the AP update, which was kind of teased out last week, and then they just stopped talking about it, at least as far as I know. I don't read the little emails that EA sends out. What are you guys expecting from this AP update? What do you think the cap's going to go up to? And do you think they're going to dick around with any abilities that you guys use or that are crucial to your gameplay? Maybe we'll start off with the comp, the comp scene, Mr. First Round Exit GoatGeezy himself.
Fuck you. I mean, at this point, okay, like it's February 16th. Madden drops in July. What are how much? First of all, how much effort is EA gonna put into the game? Knowing they gotta prepare for Madden 23. Are they really gonna go out there and fix the shit that needs to be fixed? Like how OP Escape Artist is, where you can glitch out a contain, run right around it. Like, are they gonna go fix that? I highly doubt it. I think legit all it's gonna be this AP update is all they're gonna do is update the cap or AP, whatever, for certain abilities. Like we might see Acro go down to 1. Escape Artist might go up another AP, which people are still going to use. And I mean, I think the game's really honestly going to stay the same. I don't see how they're really going to change anything unless they start messing around with some things, trying to figure out balance for this game. But I think overall it's going to just stay the same. We'll just see maybe defensive abilities less AP, so it might make defense easier. But I think it's more than just the AP update that is wrong with this game. So I don't think it's going to go in a good direction at all. So
yeah, and I wonder if this is even going to be the last one. Like we might keep seeing more AP updates right up to the end of the game. Like Geezy said, in lieu of actually fixing the game, we might just see AP updates just keep on coming out every few months and try to make people happy with that. Joc, what do you think, man? Is there anything that you're expecting to be able to try out, like abilities that you haven't used but you're curious about that you might try out with this new AP update? Or are you just gonna? What do you think?
I haven't really been looking at, like what the super expensive abilities are. Like, I know there's film study on defense, but if a dude's running the same play versus you, like, I feel like you should just know where the routes are going to be regardless. You know what I mean? I feel like that one's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I wouldn't expect a ton from EA. Like, I've definitely tried to, I've definitely expected a lot from EA in the past, and they've let me down a lot in the past. So I'm going to say very minimal, like maybe like 2 AP increase, like up 14 to 16 or something like that. And I don't know if they're going to do a massive haul with the abilities. If they do, cool, little revamp. It's going to be interesting for the first couple days. But I don't think it's going to fix, like you said, think it's going to fix, the main. I don't think they're going to target like the main problems with this game. I feel like they're going to be. They're gonna, do these little like cleanup stuff just to keep us interested, but I don't think they care that much.
All the problems that make Madden are still gonna be there. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if any of you guys can confirm or deny this, but wasn't like Acrobat like 1 AP at the beginning of the year, and then the first AP update. The first AP update, they make it 2 AP, so it's like, oh, you're getting more AP, but the ability that everybody uses is now double the price. So I actually ended up losing abilities the first time around. Kat, what are your thoughts on this new AP update? What are you expecting from it? Do you give a shit, etc.?
This game is fucking cooked. What are you talking about?
It is very
absolutely fucking cooked. It's not gonna fucking matter. Listen to me good, Clint, you fuck. Let us put abilities and X factors on every one of our fucking players. The game is cooked, and you might as well just let us have fun, because the only fucking way people are going to continue to play this game. MLB 22, the show, comes out April 1st. April Fool's Day. Your game sucks, dick. Don't worry, but MCS is done. The game is cooked. For you football guys, Jock, you better love baseball. Fucking everybody in this goddamn chat. I know you love football and you love Madden, but you better fucking take up baseball right quick and in a hurry, because this game is fucking cooked.
Let's go. It's well said. Well said. We're gonna go to NickOC. He's gonna give us the optimistic take after that, I'm sure. No, I'm kidding. Nick can be honest about it, but honestly, I think we all kind of knew as soon as the MCS season ended in freaking February that this game was probably gonna die out quicker than last year's game. Basically, once MCS is done and the big viewership streams are done for EA, it's kind of GG's and let's just do the bare minimum with card art, with designing players, with fixing the game. Nick, what do you think about this AP update? What do you think about the state of Madden, I guess, going forward?
I'm fucking married to it, man. It's like one of them things where it's like, I hear Cap and I agree with him, but it's one of them things where it's like, shit. This, I can't really, like, I'm married to this damn broad. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. Like, yeah, I can go play the MLB, right? There's no problem with that. But like, for me personally, I've only been streaming for not quite 2 years, but like, I feel like in my mind, my channel will benefit the most if I stay on the damn Madden for another. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, because like, dudes like Kep and the big dogs, they go to the MLB and shit because they can. They got, they're good. They got it. They did what they needed to do. They did their job. They weathered the storm long enough. I'm not out of that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out of the bullshit yet. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck looking at cards opening. I'm stuck looking at training rerolls. I'm stuck still trying to make money, coins and shit for people that are buying the game 2 months ago. We've been on the game for 6 months, but what if the dude gets the game 2 months ago? He needs to make some fucking coins. Well, I guess, here I am then, huh?
Exactly.
So,
you're that guy.
To touch on that, I completely agree with Nick. It comes down to if you can stomach it. You can stomach it enough for the longer the bigger picture, a financial decision. If you're trying to make money streaming, because I benefited from it in Madden 17 when everybody went off. I stayed playing, and that's where I garnered most of my steam, because I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not a pro player. So guys like Nick, who are personality and entertainers and are decent at the game, that's how you pick up steam. If you can stomach it, by all means. But the game wasn't as bad in Madden 17. I wouldn't be able to stomach it. There's no way I'd be able to go through the dog days of summer, the last couple months of Madden, the way the state of the game is. So kudos to you if you can, especially if you're a YouTuber, if you can keep your content fresh and keep it entertaining. Like, that's what you're going to have to do, because people are going to get sick of seeing bunch and fucking 3-3-5 wide, because that's all anybody runs right now and bunch tight end. That's it. Like, it's run its course with me. But if you can stomach it and you're a content creator, a YouTuber, or a streamer, by all means, pick up that steam going into 23 and pick up viewers and pick up supporters that want to watch Madden, even though it's dog shit.
Yeah.
Yep, got to. And you'll see it. Everybody sees it, too. There's plenty of people that you're like, what the fuck are you doing watching this? And they just love watching. It doesn't matter for them.
Yeah.
I remember before I started streaming, I just watched Madden. I didn't even really like playing it. I was watching you. I was watching it through them type shit. You know what I mean? Like, so if you got to watch it through me, I mean, I appreciate you being there. So, yeah, I'm stuck, man. The AP updates, I'm going to dissect the fuck out of it now, Murph, because I have to, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to see what works. And
spreadsheets.
I'm going to try and help people.
Graphs, all that stuff. You got to get all the visual
graphs,
aids.
Live updates on what the fuck's going on, Murph. Everything, the whole nine. Huh?
100%. I'll be there for it. I'll be there for the PowerPoint presentation. But Kev makes a good point. It's true. It's like, I've kind of been in the situation where my best months streaming are always the dead months of Madden because everybody goes to play MLB. I even played MLB because my chat was like, Murph, play MLB. It's so much more fun. We don't want to watch Madden. And I played MLB for a few weeks, and I was like, you know what? A few weeks away from Madden made me want to play Madden again, and then I found that I could stomach it. And some of my best streams happen in the dead time. So if you're
not a baseball fan, which I am, I love baseball. I'm a baseball connoisseur. I'm a baseball guy. I've been playing baseball. I only stopped playing baseball a few years ago. Yeah, and I'm a has-been, so I play slow pitch softball. I love baseball, so I know a lot about baseball. Yeah. I was integrated into that community, even though most of them are fucking bitches. I integrated into that community pretty quickly. So, and I was able to take a lot of my supporters and base over there. So there was really not much fall off. But if you love baseball, give it a shot. But you've got to love baseball to enjoy that game because it does get a little, mundane. It does get a little monotonous. Real quick, I didn't get the chance to do it on Twitter. Congrats on partner to you too, Spree. You bloody fucking muppet, you bloody wanker.
Let's go. That's definitely not a New Zealand accent. That's kept doing a British accent, speaking to Spree from New Zealand, but it works still. Spree, congratulations on partner, my dude. We got a clip. We got a lot of clippable moments in this podcast so far, guys. So that kind of wraps up the Madden talk. I don't want to talk about Madden anymore, guys. This is Wednesdays. Yeah, exactly. No, this is not what you guys signed up for. My idea with these Wednesday podcasts was I'm so dog shit, and I did play a couple games off stream before the podcast. I lost them all. I never win games on Wednesdays, so I want to get as far away from Madden on Wednesdays as I possibly can here. So, couple personal interest questions about you guys here. First one I want to do here, Rap Mount Rushmore. Now, I don't know about Joc's musical taste, but I know a lot of you guys have a lot of hip hop music on your playlist here. Mount Rushmore, if I'm not mistaken, I'm Canadian. There's 4 faces on Mount Rushmore. If you had to pick 4 rappers, not necessarily that are the best, but rappers that that you just, if you had to listen to only their catalog and pick 4 rappers to listen to for the rest of your life, name them. Starting with GoatGeezy at the top here. We're gonna start off with Youth, and we're. I'm sorry, Cap. I'm pitting you against Geezy this entire fucking time,
dude. Oh my god, you put me in a horrible spot, bro.
Geezy right here.
Yeah,
dude, this is a horrible spot. Because first of all, I'm the youngest person in here, dude. I wasn't even a thought when I don't even I'm just starting out listening to Tupac, Biggie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, this is the worst spot. I'm going to say something, and Kev's is going to get on my ass. So, out of all the rappers that I've listened to, if I had to pick 4 to listen to the rest of my life, right now, currently, it'd be Polo G. I'm already going to get shitted on. Lil Baby. This is a little underground. Just a little bit underground. Montana 300. And King Von. Those are my 4. And then I'm going to leave it at that.
I've heard of none of those rappers, Geezy. Are they good? Are they on my playlist that you made for me the other day?
Everybody but Montana 300's on your playlist.
Can you add me some Montana 300 songs? I hear he's fine.
Yes, right. I will, Murph. I got you.
That's okay. So is this Little Baby or The Baby? Which one?
Is it? It's Lil Baby.
All right. What's his?
L-I-L.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that list, obviously, there's nowhere to go but up after that. That's pretty much dog shit.
I was bro, what did you want me to do? I'm fucking 19. I didn't get to listen to all these guys.
Oh God, we're fucked. If this is our future generation, we're fucked. All right, let's go. I'm gonna let Kep bring it home at the very end, at the tail end here. But let's go in order of age. How about that? Let's go with my guy Joc. Joc, first of all, are you a big fan of hip hop music? And second of all, who are your top 4, if so?
Looks like he listens to Maroon 5.
He's pretty, man. Hey,
that's brutal, bro.
don't hate on him for being attractive, Cap. But yeah, well, give me your Mount Rushmore.
Oh my god. So my Mount Rushmore with the people that I listen to now, I'll do two. I'll do one.
Yeah.
The people that I don't really listen to a lot right now, but like if I were to, the ones that I like respect, like that or just came before like I really got into like listening to music like that.
Yeah.
Like now, Young Nudie, King Von, Lil Durk, Chief Keef. That's my top four. Future borderline.
Start over at
Young...
number one. Did you say? No, hold up. Did you say Young Nudie?
I'm ball.
Geezy, do you know who that is?
You were breaking up. It sounded like
I know who that is.
Young Nudie. That
sounds like 5 to 10 in a penitentiary. I'm not gonna lie. That name right there alone, Jesus. It is okay. Geezy, is this guy fired? Tell me. Is this guy heat or what?
I don't listen to him. I just know who he is. I don't listen.
God, Nudie's pretty tough.
Yeah. Okay. So Nick knows. Nick is the bridge in the gap here.
I promise you, I will bridge. I'm gonna bridge the damn gap. All right, I get hated on all the time for this shit.
This is good. We need to have like the balance, and then we need to have
if any of them are off your fucking list that I know you from, no, you're not gonna bridge nothing. That motherfucker's falling down.
You'll know, Cap. Just give me a fucking chance, will you?
And we got so far. King Von has come up on 2 lists so far. So King Von is definitely cementing himself in the Mount Rushmore here. If I did that came up on both Geezy and Joc's list here. No hate.
It's good.
I'm just here
That's
to.
Fine. No, he's the shit. I mean, I listen to him a lot as well. Like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one of them things.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I like a lot of the music. Like I really don't know any hip hop music from 2010 to 2000 now. So like I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the new stuff I do like it. So I just gotta familiarize myself with it. That's why I wanted to kind of ask this question. But Nick, JG, appreciate the gifty, man. Nick OC, what bridge the gap for us now? What's your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it all depends on like what you're into. But like for me, I feel like I like the new shit. I've really always liked the old shit, right? So I kind of try and find the homies in the middle that make it help, like, and in the middle of it. So like, I would say if we're putting 4 dudes that I would listen to the rest of my life on a fucking, on a playlist, I'd probably go like A$AP Rocky. I feel like he's kind of like in the middle of shit.
I like him.
Future's another one. He's not into the new era shit. He's not into the old era shit.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably say, who else would I probably put in there, man? I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much the dudes I listen to. I mean, I like to listen to old Dre. I like Dre a lot. Like I'll listen to some old Dre or some like Biggie and two. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. Like 4's tough. So like I'll put those 2 in there, and then like I'll probably fuck around and. I don't know, man. Like the old school rap, that's what I'm saying. I kind of just like a little mix of both. Those are the 2 I could always listen to. Wiz Khalifa, because I like to smoke, obviously, so I'm a big Wiz guy.
Yeah.
So I can kind of throw some Wiz around because I feel like he's a little bit.
Throw some Wiz around. That's one thing that you and R. Kelly have in common, I guess. That's.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I just.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna cancel the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa, is he the black and yellow? Is that black and yellow? Is that Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah. Wiz is like the smoker from Pittsburgh. Yeah, and then like Mac Miller is one of my favorite guys too. So I'd say if you want to give me 4, I'd probably do A$AP, maybe J. Cole. See, that's what I'm saying. J. Cole's tough. Like I don't. Those are the types of dudes that I like to listen to.
I feel like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar are guys that I would really love being a fan of old school rap. I feel like those guys are apparently like. In the last 10 years that I really didn't listen to much rap music, those are the guys that I really missed out on. That are probably going to go down as legends, but I couldn't name a single song.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not going to be exactly what maybe like the 80s and 90s homies want to listen to, but I promise you, if you listen to any of the dudes I just gave you, they're not the same as what you guys are thinking about.
Yeah,
but it's your opinion. It's all's opinion. You know what I mean? It's all up to whatever you all listen to.
Well, now we can move on to the one opinion that I guess it matters here is Big Kep's.
What's Kep got?
the right answer now. Kep, what's your? Just tell me first of all about the list here. Give me a critique on the 3 lists that you've just heard, and then can you give me your own Mount Rushmore rap here?
So right off the bat, Lil Nudie.
Young Nudie, Kep. Young Nudie.
I used to have a very bad opinion about anybody that started their name off with Lil that wasn't Wayne. Okay. but now he's just Wayne, Weezy, whatever. He took the Lil off of there. So, I hear guys like Lil. Like, there's guys, rappers' names, Lil Windex, Lil Ice Cream, Lil everything. Like everybody's Lil. All right. Look, now, I heard Lil Nudie. I don't know who the fuck that is. But I'm gonna go listen because I have a 15-year-old son.
Young Nudie.
Young Nudie.
Young Nudie. That's his name. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go. Is he SoundCloud or Spotify? What is he?
That's a good question.
He's made it to all platforms, Kev. He's made it to all platforms.
All right, so he's made. All right, so I gotta go on SoundCloud. All right, Young Nudie. All right. King Von. I didn't know who the fuck King Von was until he died.
Oh my god.
But he's got good shit. All right. Polo G. My 15-year-old son loves Polo G, so I kind of fuck with Polo G. Lil Baby, love Lil Baby. And here's the thing: being 40 years old and growing up on good music and having good eardrums and good sense. I love music. I love music. I'm very eclectic when it comes to music. Now, I do prefer 90s hip hop and R&B over anything, and Motown. If you guys are young and you don't know what Motown is, I suggest you go listen to some Motown and some real R&B, especially if you're trying to get laid, because you ain't getting no girl in the sack listening to Young Nudie, okay? Putting that out there. My top four, and music is a personal preference. Like it's a feeling. Like you can't tell somebody that that guy's shit, or because it's a feeling for everybody. Music is a feeling. It's not just something you listen to. It's something you feel deep down in your fucking soul. So everybody has a personal connection to an artist. My number one is DMX, hands down. When that man fucking died, I don't get upset about celebrities or worry about what celebrities are doing. But when DMX died, I fucking cried. That man, I have a deep-rooted feeling for his music. Growing up to his music, traveling to baseball games, football games, competitions, just DMX sent me into a different dimension when it came to his music. My second is Jadakiss. Same thing. Jada is the fucking man. Can't nobody tell me different. So mine is DMX, Jadakiss, Nas, and Biggie. That's my top four. And those are all deep-rooted personal connections. When I grew up in the golden age of what people would call the golden age of hip-hop and R&B. And I can go into R&B, how much I love R&B. I listen to country, I listen to some rock. You won't find a Wonder Bread section, too big a Wonder Bread section on my playlist. But because I didn't grow up your typical white kid, so I'm deep rooted in hip hop, and I was born in '81, so hip hop came out before I was born. But the golden age of hip hop is the '90s. You can't tell me any different. But now I do fuck with Polo G. I do fuck with Lil Baby way more than Da Baby. I love Kid Leroy. Love fucking Kid Leroy.
He's tough.
But I don't really like Juice WRLD, and he was kind of like a protege of Juice WRLD. I don't really like Juice WRLD, but there are some rappers, Rod Wave's good. There's a lot of good rap. Like I broadened my musical horizons because I was always hearing these names from these young cats, and I was like, all right, music is music. I'm gonna go listen to it. If I can feel it, I'm gonna like it. And what it boils down to, there's not a lot of lyricists nowadays. There's not a lot of good lyricists. J. Cole, Kendrick. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of people thought I was going to say Eminem. Eminem's not even in my top 10 personally. Yeah. I don't like a lot of his stuff. I just think it's all, bubblegum shit. Like it's not. I don't like a lot of his stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people consider him one of the best, but not to me. But my four, without a doubt, you can look at my Spotify. It's always DMX, Jadakiss, Nas, and Biggie. That's it. Those are the top four when it comes to hip hop for me.
Yeah, I like it. I like the list a lot, and I don't agree with Eminem outside the top 10. But again, music is a personal choice, right? Like I do think that Eminem. Here's the thing. Eminem does have a formula with his albums. He's got the goofy single. He's got the dark single. He's got the angry song. Like he releases his 3 singles. You always know what to expect. I do think probably as a lyricist he might be at top 10, but best lyricist and best rapper is not the same thing either. There's a lot of great lyricists out there who can't put together a song or write a hook. I'd say my list has I guess the only carryover is Nas. I love East Coast rap, so Nas, Jay-Z, those two guys, I love both of them. I loved when they were beefing back in the 2000s. I love the music that came out as a result of that. Biggie, I love his flow. I think he's probably got one of the best flows ever, but he doesn't make, maybe it's because he only has 2 albums out there. He doesn't have enough, catalog. From my perspective, I like Tupac because he has a huge catalog. He works so much. He's very politically charged, and he has a lot of emotion. He's not the best rapper, like as far as like compiling like clever verses and stuff, but I love his energy. And then I like Andre 3000.
Tupac's my 5th. Tupac rounds out my top 5.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's cliche. Big and Tupac is.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's tough because it's like who are you gonna listen to your whole life? 4 people.
Exactly.
I gave you guys the 4 people that I probably. That's not even what I listen to right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. What I just told y'all is not what I would listen to on stream every night. Like those are the 4 dudes that. If you gave me 4 dudes I could listen to the rest of my life, like I'm gonna say Wiz and Mac and them because like where I'm like my shit is that right there. Like if you're like 25, like 22 to 25 years old, like Mac and Wiz and them during that time period, like when we were in high school was the shit. That's what we listened to. Like
that's
so those are kind of like my old school. Like and I mean obviously I got the Tupac shit on right now. I obviously fuck with Tupac and Biggie and them, but like
that's for credibility.
That's my shit. The 2010 to 2015 era of like rap is generally speaking like my favorite rappers like ASAP and that's who I'd listen to a bunch.
Well, that's it. It's like a lot of your memories, your favorite music is what is tied to memories
it's
when you're hanging out with your friends. Like for me, I remember when I was in grade 11, 12, it was Dipset was huge. I love Dipset. I love Rockefeller, and Jay-Z was kind of the. Yeah, Kep's not a fan. Hey, come on, Cameron's underrated. He raps about nothing, but he's got some clever. He's clever.
The locks,
bro. Baby. No. Like honestly, I was a big Jadakiss fan too. Well, I was gonna say nobody's a big Chic Louch fan. Does he even have a solo album? But Styles P, Gangster and a Gentleman, that album, I got robbed for that album. Not robbed, but I lent it out and I never got it back. That was a great album too. So, man, a lot of good music out there. Music is in good hands. As much as we'd like to complain about it, a lot of good options out there. To each his own. Boys, I feel like I've already kept you for a long time on here, but I wanna give you guys a shot.
A lot of the guys that they named, guys that they named, even though they're young, they draw inspiration from '90s rappers.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you can talk to them and they'll tell you, like they know those guys. So
absolutely.
90s hip hop, that it'll never die. It'll never die. I don't think it ever will. So
like any of these guys, and I love listening to guys like Mos Def or like guys like any of those underground rappers. Like they just have huge record collections. They listen to everything and they draw influence from everything. And I think man, if there's one thing I could recommend, if you guys are looking to learn more about hip hop, there's Shad, who's like a Canadian hip hop artist. He does a great show on Netflix. It's like Hip Hop Evolution, and it goes into like each region and like how every region of the United States really has its own unique kind of foundational story. And you can find great music everywhere. Houston, in Florida, obviously New York and California. Like there's so many great. You could pick a top 5 from each region, and it would all be incredible music.
Yeah. Now see it now. If I hear anybody say fucking 6ix9ine, Lil Pump, fucking 21 Savage, Kodak, those trash ass, like that's garbage. That's utter garbage.
I don't. Is 21 Savage ass? Is he terrible? I kind of like. So I hear him. I'm like, he's okay on features. I don't know if I buy an album.
I don't know. Like 21 is he's in the middle. I see what Kep's saying. Like Kep when he was saying like the 6ix9ine, the Pump.
6ix9ine.
Like those are like those dudes that just yell, bro, and they don't even make sense with what they're saying. But like they get you ready to run through a wall. Same thing with Kodak. 21 has his times where he's like that, where he's like 6ix9ine. He's just yelling utter shit. And there's other times where, like, it's kind of...
See, that's the unpopular part about music with me, too. Like, I like it all. I won't even lie. I got a couple of them guys that
it just
not listen to anyway.
It just depends. Like, I'm not...
I have some 6ix9ine shit on my playlist, but it's for the beat.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But he'll sneak in there, Kev. He sneaks in there.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be at the gym, like, and you need, like, to hit, hit a set real quick. You got to throw on some 6ix9ine sometimes.
Philosophical ideals.
Yeah. Man. But boys, I feel like we've covered a lot of ground here. We talked a lot about the NFL, which is sad because this might be one of the last times I can talk about the NFL on this podcast for a while because it's going to be a little bit cooked. But we talked about Madden and kind of all feeling like the gradual decay of Madden 22. We're kind of in the downturn now after the Super Bowl You know, and the last thing that I wanted to do on the podcast, because I know your guys' time is valuable. Some of you guys are probably going to be booting up later on tonight. Why should somebody in the chat here, now a lot of the people in the chat right now are coming from your communities, and I appreciate you guys for sharing your communities. Why would somebody in the chat check out your stream? Tell me what you bring to the table. Now, Geezy and Nick have already answered this question once, but I'm going to give you another shot here to pitch your channel to everybody who's in the chat right now watching. Geezy, tell me, why should we watch GoatGeezy partner pushing in February of 2022?
Reason to watch me, you're gonna get good gameplay when I feel like giving good gameplay. I try to bring as much entertainment in the money games as I possibly can. You know, it's not a lot of entertainment in money games, but that's what we're kind of doing right now. Week in league, you know, we try to spice that up a little bit, you know. Hoping to make it to MLB when that drops. Hopefully, you know, we have a check mark around that time. You know, I love baseball, so, you know, growing up, I always played, so we're going to try to get into MLB as well. But, yeah, we just bring good gameplay and try to bring as much entertainment to it as much as possible.
What about
baseball growing up?
Yeah, I played all the way up till junior year.
You ate dirt and wore the cup on the outside of your pants, didn't you?
Hell, no, I didn't. All right, no. Nah, I wanted to play college baseball. I did at the D3 level, but I just told myself, you know, just fuck it.
Just
go to school. I mean, I don't know, like some people say the experience is dope, which it probably is, but, you know, at a D3 level, like, you know, I just said we'll go get my education.
Being a student athlete is tough, and you got a Madden belt to win.
Yeah.
That's exactly so. I said, you know what? It is what it is.
He's out there trying to chase the ladies around campus. Honestly, I don't think he has the time to manage his burgeoning Madden streaming career. You know, 4.0 GPA.
He's trying to share hoodies and jeans with him.
Oh my God!
Exactly. Jesus. Love it. FatherJoc, man, recently partnered, a lot of success. Obviously, a huge YouTuber as well, man. I've really been enjoying kind of getting to know you and seeing a lot of the content that you're putting out. You know, not just for Twitch, but why should people check out your content on YouTube and also pop over to your stream when they see you go live?
Well, for YouTube, going on YouTube first, you know, some of the like really massive, some of the really bigger guys over on the YouTube, like the guys that everyone knows, right? They go over the theme teams at the end of the year. And they kind of do a little series where they go over a theme team, you know, show them some love, whatever. But we're doing theme teams 24/7 entire year from August all the way through to, you know, the last months of Madden over on YouTube. Updates, rankings, prices, all that stuff. And then on Twitch, I mean, it's the same kind of vibes, but I just really enjoy my time on Twitch. I like talking to you guys, all that kind of stuff. There's nothing really like super convincing. Yeah. You're not going to see, you know, geezer highlights out there, but, you know, just like to, you know, I boot up and I really do enjoy almost every stream. Obviously, sometimes Madden is Madden, but
yeah,
just having the opportunity to talk to everyone on Twitch is cool. That's what I like about it the most.
For sure, it's like, you know, YouTube is a huge grind, like doing the behind the scenes stuff that nobody really gets to see, and you know, whereas Twitch you gotta get to show your personality a little bit, like interact with people. It's kind of like the social part of being a content creator. So I'm glad you're enjoying your time over here. Obviously, it's been going really well for you so far. And guys, make sure you check out FatherJoc, the Jock Father on YouTube. There's his link in the chat. Let's go to Big Kep next here. Big Kep, why should we watch you? I mean, you talked about you might be you know, playing around in a couple different directories, you know, during the down season of Madden. Why should people check out your stream as a veteran, one of the best guys in the Madden directory?
Well, a couple days ago, I've been at this shit for 6 years, man, and congratulations on becoming partner, Joc. Is that a play on Joc Peterson by chance, or no?
No. There's a long backstory, but it has nothing to do with like an actual first name.
But congrats on picking a partner, man. I pride myself on knowing everybody in the Madden directory, and I do apologize for not knowing who you are. I was basically fucking around with you, but you don't know me, so you were like, who the fuck is this old fucker talking shit? But that's what I'm looking for. So, congratulations on partner. But I do pride myself on knowing everybody in the directory and coming around to the directory, no matter who you are, partner or not. I fuck with genuine people. I'm a genuine guy. But if you want to come watch me, anybody in the chat, if you need a father figure and you got a hot mom, I'm the coolest fucking stepdad you'll ever have in your life. All right?
Let's go.
So I keep it real. I talk shit, wear my heart on my sleeve. If you want realness, if you want decent gameplay, I'm an above average gameplay guy. I'll keep you entertained. We listen to good music. We're all over the place. I'll be switching over to MLB. I mean, I'll be playing Madden until MLB comes out till April 1st. So I'm on Madden until April 1st. I did get accepted into the Sports Accelerator program like every other fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry on the goddamn platform.
Except for me. Yep.
So I'll be doing some Philly. I'll be doing some Philly sidecasts, talking Philly sports, watching the Sixers. I'm not gonna watch the fucking Flyers, even though I love hockey. They suck. So, but I'll watch the Sixers, and we're gonna talk Joel Embiid and James Harden. I eat, sleep, and breathe sports, no matter what it is, but mainly Philly. But if you want somebody to keep it real with you, you need some advice on life. I've been through it all. I'm 40 years old, and I've probably been through everything you possibly fucking think of a human being will go through in their lifetime. So, if you want good vibes, good music, good fun, good shit talk, and you need some tough love, you need some advice, come through.
Hey, love it. Well said, Cap. And we got my guy, NickOC, another guy on the partner push right now, getting super close and making it work over there. And switching gears to some menu streaming too. But why should we tune into NickOC in the late night hours, sir?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing, like you said, a little renovation here. So like, it's been a little scary, man. And I've been very vocal about it being a little bit. It's a little different, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys, but like, if anybody that doesn't, come through, there's, like my voice is hoarse because I just put in 9.5 hours. I work my fucking ass off.
Yeah, man.
This is what I want to do. I want to do it forever. I want to be great at it. I watch I try and watch all these people that I think are, great streamers and I take shit from them, right? That's what you're supposed to do when you watch people. So I try and bring kind of a little bit of everything, man, because I know like what the last time I said this, Murph, was a whole different deal. Even if it was only a month ago or whatever, my whole situation changed in a month. So if you come by, just know, we're here, we're bullshitting, we're having fun. It's just kind of one of them things where just know I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. So if you guys need a streamer from fucking 7 to 3 a.m. or something like that, like you can even check in the last hour, see how I'm doing. I'll be here. We're usually drinking, doing that type of deal. It's kind of bullshitting, but I'm here. As far as you want someone that's going to, be there every night and stream if you're having a tough time, I just want to have some fun. I'm not going nowhere. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing because my situation's changed a lot. Yeah. But just know I'm a hard-ass worker, and I'll be here for everybody that taps in, really.
Facts, man. No, I appreciate that, man, and I really hope, for Geezy and Nick, I hope that you guys can continue, and you guys are so close to partner. Keep pushing, keep doing your thing, trust the process. For Joc and Kep, obviously have had a lot of success, and I hope that continues for both of you guys. I really appreciate.
This is a hell for Murph.
This is, man. I'm telling you, and the one thing that ties all you guys together,
right for those
man,
three, at least.
We got grinders, man. These are some of the most consistent streamers on Twitch, man. There's a lot of people who, they kind of take their time away, but you guys, I can always count on all four of you guys being, for Joc putting out the content on YouTube. I can count on you guys all, booting up regular streams, and like you said, that consistency is so important, man. Especially now with Madden coming to a close, people are still gonna. There's still Madden people out there. There's people who are gonna want to watch Madden, and I look at you guys as kind of helping carry that directory, man. So appreciate all four of you taking time out of your busy schedules to be on the podcast, sharing your opinions. We got to do a vote, guys. The most important.
I want to leave it with this. For Geezy, you're so close. I know Nick, you stream it. I know you stream it like god awful hours. So I dig your fucking vibe, bro. Just stay exactly who the fuck you are. Do not conform to anything or anyone. Stay exactly who the fuck you are. You'll have a check mark in no time. Geezy, I'm banging your mom. You'll be a partner in no time.
I'm getting my mom in the chat. When you come around, Cap, I'm gonna get her to come in the chat. I'm gonna get her to. She be watching the stream sometimes too. I'll be like, I hope to God that my mom is not reading what Kep's saying right now. I'll check the viewers list. I'll be like, thank God she's not in here.
Let's go.
I'm gonna check out your YouTube stuff, but this goes for anybody, not just Joc, because the work just starts now. That check mark doesn't mean you stop working. Now the real work starts. Because a lot of people will dip out. Oh, you got a check mark. All right, I don't need to come by no more. But keep building. This goes for anybody in the chat. Spree's a new partner. I know Spree. He streams in the morning, but this goes for anybody. Any aspiring streamer or anything. Stay the course. Don't ever get dejected. Don't ever look at somebody else and be like, damn, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing what they're doing. Don't worry about it. If you truly love streaming, you love gaming, you love fellowship and building relationships with people, keep at it. Don't worry about a check mark. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about none of that. Just fucking play video games, have a good time, and let the rest fall where it may.
Yeah, absolutely. Well spoken, Cap. And sometimes I feel like, I know you shared that advice, before on Around the Yellow Horn, like similar advice to that. But sometimes we just need to hear it, man. It's easy to look at other people and be like, damn, why not me? But you know what? Just keep doing your thing, and that goes for all you guys. I brought you four on here because I love your guys' content, so that obviously means that you're making an impression, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who share that exact same impression, man. But appreciate you guys all coming on, man, taking the time.